Hi friends, welcome to our channel Civil Estimation. Today we will discuss about how to calculate the risk analysis and mitigations for medium size oil and gas EPC tender. Risk analysis and mitigations, and for that what will be the probable cost impact, that we will discuss in detail. So in part of that one we will explain about our previous tender, that is the 400 kilometers pipeline from one corner to one corner, cross country pipeline. These are the main pumping stations. These yellow color points are. In between the yellow color points, almost 30 block valve stations are there. This yellow color pumping stations, and as well as this block valve stations, we have to do some additional works and few modification works as part of the EPC tender scope of work. So that means our role is involved in our work is spread out throughout the 400 kilometers. So to do the execute, and also duration has given 18 months duration, and also EPC. That's why. So what are the after studying the scope of work, schedule, and we have gone through the site visit also. Then while estimating itself, we identified what are the problems to execute this project, how to transport the materials, and how to reach the all the resources, and everything. Site offices where we have to construct, how many site offices we need to construct, like that. We have while completing of the project estimation, the estimator should well aware of all these project site conditions and tender terms and conditions. You should aware everything in detail. So based on that only he can prepare the what are the he can identify what are the risks are coming, then what was the actual amount of risk from his tender estimation, then what will be the probability of occurrence, whether it is low, medium, high, and then finally what will be the amount of risk, what is the mitigation measures. Like that we have prepared one table here: serial number, risk, actual amount of risk, based on that risk, and whatever the amount we considered in the tender, then probability of occurrence, whether it is how it will affect low, medium, high. These percentages are based on several. I have gone through the several textbooks, through internet, and my top management reviews, and based on that we have decided that one, this one. For that also we have one small justification here. Standard values of frequency of occurrence and impact factors. Here 6 are there, but we have considered only 3. Very high 90, unlikely 50, and up to 75, 60, 30 is there. Instead of that we have taken only low, medium, high, that is 15, 60, 90, like that we have taken. And these consequences also, each and against every risk we have prepared this likelihood and consequences chart. Based on that we have applied this probability of occurrence, decided whether it is low, medium, high. Based on that we arrived the total amount of risk. Then what will be the total amount of risk, and probability of all risks. Okay, this is the total risks amount is coming. This is all the probability cost, but we don't know all risks are will come, or only few risks only come, that we don't know. If you consider the total amount in the tender, maybe our price will be uncompetitive. If you consider the less, maybe after award of the contract, suppose if these risks are all are maybe anticipated, then our price will be less, we will be losing after award of the contract. That's why maybe during the reviews itself, our top management will decide how much percentage want to consider in the probability of the total occurrence cost. So then this is, if we consider the management decided 50%, then that will be the this much amount, in that is in terms of the dollars, this is the amount. Now we will go one by one the risks. First we have identified the risks in the subheading wise like this: logistics, because this is the 400 kilometers pipeline project. So logistics is very important. So we need to think about that logistics. Then project schedule, then project scope of works, then cash flow, then escalation, then tender terms and conditions, and then general finally. Okay, then come to the logistics. And logistics, first one, existing pipeline right of way. Okay, if this is the, I told the 400 kilometer line existing pipeline, already it is in live condition, running condition. So automatic means that is have already existing pipeline right of way. So we no need to construct any right of way. And also we understood after the reading the scope of work and during the technical clarifications and pre-bid technical clarification meeting and the site visits, we came to know that from the client, this is the critical pipeline to the that company. So they have more concentrated on this pipeline, and also this is the regular maintenance purpose. They have engaged one team. They will do the regular maintenance on the entire pipeline work. That is why this is a critical pipeline for company's economical point of view. So for their continuous operation and maintenance purpose, they shall maintain this right of way in good condition. So we no need to consider any mitigation required here. If any sand accumulated on the right of way during the heavy sandstorm time, it will be cleared by our equipment during execution. Anyway, we have a lot of equipment as part of our scope of work. We will engage those equipment and we will clear it of that right of way obstructions with this accumulated sand due to the sandstorm. So here there is nothing amount of risk, there is no amount at risk. Then transportation of the precast concrete elements to various work locations through existing company pipeline right of way. As we discussed earlier, so many locations are there, 30 plus 4, 34 locations we have to work out. Each location we have to do some precasting works. Precasting works will manufacturing at our precast yard and send it to the at various locations. For that, what we mitigated, even the good access, as we discussed earlier, good right of way is available. So nothing to worry. We can transport the precast elements through that right of way. Even the good access is available, we have considered the 3-axle desert drive trailers and rough terrain cranes to transport the precast concrete elements. So nothing to worry. We have the good right of way and regular maintenance is there by the company itself, and also we have a lot of construction equipment. We will clear if anything is happened. And also we engaged the desert drive trailers and the rough terrain cranes to transport the precast concrete. So no need to consider any extra risk for this one. Then third point, transportation of vehicles for staff and workers. So for daily purpose, working purpose, execution purpose, our passenger vehicles like workmen, staff, senior staff, junior staff, everybody want to go, or QC staff, HSC staff, to roam around this pipeline route. So for that total we have estimated 8.94. These are all in AED. This cost all are in AED. 8.94 million we have estimated based on our planning schedule and the BOQ quantities and the sequence of the works. So this likely come. In the consequences under the low category likelihood low, it may come under the likely means we have considered as the low. So 15%, 8.94 total amount we consider probability of occurrence only 15% is low, we consider, that is 1.34 is the total amount at risk. Then water supply for continuous and for construction and temporary ablution blocks. So this is the construction water. Total construction cost is this much. This is also we considered under the low. Definitely it will come, but under the consequency it will come under low. So it is coming 0.06. For that also, for block and valve stations, we will hire a water tanker locally as and when required. Also we have considered 2,500 liter capacity GRP tanks at each location and filling by air tankers. Total 12 months water tanker hire cost is included. Like that we have mitigated. For the transportation vehicle also, considering the project geographical locations, we have prepared the project construction schedule and estimated the required transport vehicles accordingly. So nothing to worry. We have taken, if any unavoidable circumstances, any risks are there, any conditions are changed, maybe due to the sandstorm, rainy season, so that maybe this number will change. That's why we have considered under the low. Then NOCs, we have taken all the NOCs on behalf of the client. So we will appoint one dedicated NOC coordinator immediately after award of the contract. So he will 100% he will dedicate it to the NOC job. So this is already taken in our direct cost. So no need to consider here risk. That risk we identified. Then how to mitigate, like this we have considered. Then project schedule. Project schedule, client delays in approvals. As we told, this is the 18 months duration EPC. I think a little bit duration is low. That's why if any client approval is delayed, so our engineering will be delayed. Then AFC drawing will be delayed. That entire thing, it will affect our total overall project schedule. So we will develop a good engineering practice, will be followed during detail engineering stage to avoid the comments from company and get it approved at the earliest. And also it we noticed and we discussed, we have the clarification also from the company during the tender itself. We raised the clarification and given reply. These almost the feed engineering is almost final, nothing to change. Only we have to do the confirmation on the topographical survey and to do the basic final engineering only we have to do. But all the normal approved for construction stage drawings and scope specifications as given in the tender itself. That's why nothing to worry, no need to consider any risk on the project schedule. Then project schedule, inclement weather, geographical location. Geographical location means this is the sand area, this is the mountain area. For that also no mitigation required, normal desert condition, only especially mountain area, maybe rain will affect few days. Our estimation of 7 hours per day, out of 10 hours we have taken only 7 hours productivity only. So this will cover any delays happened, we can mitigate these inclement weathers. Then project schedule, unexpected bump in the resources. With the current available project information, minute level BOQ prepared by our estimators and project resources have been estimated accordingly. So as we discussed earlier also, the given tender documents, drawings and specifications are almost final, nothing to change. Like that company has given confirmation, written confirmation. So based on that we have our estimators are prepared the BOQ. So nothing to worry, there is no unexpected bumps in the resources. Then considering the 12 months duration for EPC project, 18 months duration in the project is very less. So to mitigate this we have considered as below: key staff and transport vehicles, camp facilities for staff and workers, 3 months additional cost, and temporary site office facilities 3 months additional cost, and worker wages 3 months. I think this is 18 months. Sorry, we have considered like this to mitigate that one also. Camp, temporary site office, workers wages, we have considered additional 3 months. This is chances will come medium possible. So 18 months maybe any chances are there, even though client has given these feed documents, tender documents are almost final, and approval time also, approval cycle also may be changed. So it is not in our control. Okay, it may come another 3 months, it will be delayed. That's why we have taken 3 months additional cost here. Then project scope of works. As part of our scope of work, oil recovery mitigations, that is one scope. Oil spill mitigation, geotechnical mitigation. Oil recovery mitigation, detailed BOQ is prepared as per feed detailed drawings and price declaration. So no need to consider any. Spill mitigations, we have some problem. Detailed BOQ is prepared as per detailed drawings and priced accordingly, may be increased or decreased, so it is not affected in the overall project cost. However, overall contingency is considered in 1% estimation. That's why this is also no need to consider any. This amount is there, but no need to consider any probability occurrence. So we considered 0. We have not negligible. We have not taken any probability of occurrence on this oil spill mitigation scope of works. Then geotechnical mitigations. Geotechnical mitigations here in the mountain area, we have to do, or to protect this existing pipeline, we have to do some mitigations. For that, the total cost, estimated cost is 2.16 million is coming. So exact quantities are not possible with provided photographs, and so we have considered the equipment and manpower on a monthly basis and materials on a wage lump sum basis. This may be less or more. That's why we have taken this is under medium possible. Sorry, this is under high. That's why one high under high 90%. This is the total amount at risk. Cash flow normally to be covered in credit risk insurance. I have already prepared one video on the project tender bonds, like performance bond, insurance, advance payment bond, retention bond, what will be the cost for that, and overall tender cost, and insurances, how many insurances, like workman compensation, works, third party liability, and construction equipment, like that. So in that the bank credit facilities, interest cost, investment cost, all cost we have prepared one video. In that it will cover this credit risk insurance also, it will covered. Escalation, materials for price escalation. Considering the short duration period of 18 months, we are unable to protect any foreseeable changes in the material prices. So nothing to consider that escalation. Tender clause, LD clause is there. Considering the 18 month schedule, EPC schedule is very less. So some person considered separately in separate sheet. Here no need to consider the risk. We have taken a separate LD cost into our estimation itself. General productivity losses due to various geographical work locations, bad weather, permit to work system, Ramadan off days, summer midday break, etc. For that also our estimation is 7 by 10 hours of productivity per day would suffice these modifying inefficiencies. We have taken only 7 hours productivity on out of 10 hours productivity. So any like this kind of situations are there, it will mitigate by this manpower productivity. See, manpower also we have taken 7 hours out of 10 hours. Like that only we have estimated. So it will cover that one. Based on that, total risk amount is coming 5.87 million AED. Then during the reviews, one review with our estimation tendering manager level itself, then with GM and MD, they will decide how much percentage want to consider in this total amount of risk. If you consider on safe point of view, if you consider 100% in our tender, we may not get the tender. So our efficiency will be waste. Whatever efforts we put, that will be waste. So finally management decided to consider only 50%. Then finally it will come that amount 2.93 million AED in terms of $0.80 million US. Like that, we need to consider the risk analysis and probable cost impact. Thank you very much.